Hey guys, and welcome back to my thoughts on the Asmongold versus Taliesin drama. Even though it's pretty much over, from what I'm aware of, I think they've both gotten to the point where they're just like, yeah, any more I address it on Twitch or on streams, probably gonna only stir up more drama. At least that's what I hope. This will be like the last time I ever, involve myself in a drama. A lot of the comments or a lot of the viewers thought that I should just not address it. I do agree in reflection on this. It just feels like I'm trying to insert myself in another person's life and tell them what to do. Or, like, say who's wrong and who's right. As if that's what it's normally like in any civilized society. But, there's never just one person wrong and one person right. But that's... I wrote a giant paragraph on this, hopefully just explaining my thoughts on it. So... it's just going to be me reading and just RP walking, so I hope you like this. I tried to make this guy as Chad as possible. I even gave him the pimp cane, and the only thing I'm missing is better facial hair. And then pants that are way smaller, but we couldn't find any of those, so... so this is my final take on the drama situation between... Asmongold is not in direct control of what his audience says or what they say on people's content, unless he specifically entices them to do so, then it would be his direct responsibility. Most people on the internet are mad and toxic anyway, it's part of the internet. Some people are exposed to it more frequently than others. Asmongold mentions this and talks about how people make fun of his appearance all the time, probably just a fraction of the harassment he may receive. He knows that his life is pretty good, and if getting insulted on the internet is what it takes to make a living like he is now, then he's okay with that. It's all words on a screen, not a direct part of your life, which is why the internet is awesome. You can just tune it out and choose not to be offended by someone saying something on the internet, because the internet empowers radical viewpoints and ideas. He does control most people's opinions because people are followers. Sometimes I often know most people don't know that Asmongold is a character, and then when the stream goes off, it's a different person. Taliesin addresses this in the rant video. I think Asmongold should realize the amount of people he has influence over, whether it be on stream or off stream. I think it is not his fault by any means for any harassment that has occurred to certain creators over recent times. However, do think that he should act more carefully of the ability to misinterpret certain actions or words spoken over the internet, especially when spoken from a viewpoint you disagree with. This is more for both Asmon and Taliesin and their viewers, because they collide naturally. It's easy to oppose someone else's viewpoint or opinion when emotions get in the way. It's just a human fault in how we act. Even on the internet, most times we have the immediate knee-jerk reaction to criticisms or viewpoints that are very different from our own. The response is usually anger and frustration. I believe this is what's happening on both Asmongold and Taliesin on their streams whenever one of them addresses the certain drama relating to their situation. Current highlight channels only fuel this flame to have more of an impact and have more people see. The chat on Twitch entices them to stay steady on their viewpoint, and their opinion is correct and absolute, also making the situation worse. Taliesin notices this when a viewer addresses that he's disappointed that Taliesin is addressing the problems the way he is. He's obviously very flustered and chooses not to address the topic anyway. Good move. Most likely due to emotions clouding his logical thinking. The same can go for Asmongold as well. He could have been offended, and chat was encouraging his viewpoint that it was the correct one, that Taliesin's in the wrong, and the other person is wrong. The lack of understanding the other person is what fuels most of this. And the chat encouraging the stance of I'm wrong, he's right on both sides only makes it worse for both of them. When it comes down to it, arguing over the internet is close to useless and does nothing but affect your life outside the internet. They want to completely squash the beef, as the kids say it. Get in a Discord call, just the two of you, maybe with mods that aren't complete yes men. Have a discussion about what happened and address things that need to be addressed. In my opinion, I think Taliesin should get less offended about what people are saying to him on Twitch/YouTube/the internet, because they're baiting out his emotions, as McConnell has addressed in a recent Twitch highlight. They will purposely try to get emotions and a rise out of you and get you to lash out at someone, thus inciting and creating more drama. Asmongold needs to be aware of the influence he has in the masses he entertains. 1 million followers and 64 million views is a lot of people. This is only counting his Twitch too. This isn't even counting YouTube or the highlight channels that I've mentioned previously as well. I'm not saying it's Asmongold's fault. He should definitely not be the target or mark of toxicity and misogyny, as Taliesin has remarked on stream before. I'm not saying it's Asmongold's fault. The toxicity and misogynistic remarks on stream was Taliesin getting baited out, proving that he's an easy target for the people who want to bait that emotion out of people. Asmongold does need to act more careful on what he says on stream, and his initial reactions to things considering his following and the people that don't know that it's a character at most times. These followers, which not only Asmon has, but Taliesin has, these followers are just loyal, devout followers that are just his opinion's always right kind of people. We'll go with what their initial knee-jerk reaction is, which is what happens when you react on stream, until their dying breath. That's sometimes just how loyal fans are. So your fans are probably just going to be like, yeah, Asmongold or Taliesin, depending on, you know, who you're side on. They're just going to be like, oh, this guy's right, or this guy's right, and the other person's wrong. You guys are role models for the WoW community. You're two of the biggest names and two brilliant minds. It's disappointing to see two professionals have let it get this bad and see it devolve into what it has, and what it's constantly occurring at. Step up, take responsibility, and move on, and be the idols of the WoW community you've been for so long. Thanks for watching. This is like the last time I'm ever going to address drama like this. I really just want to go back to playing random BGs and complaining about how classes are unbalanced, so probably going to go back to that. Twitch is in the left right there, and then all the other stuff like clicking the thumbs thing and all that. I'll see you guys next time.